the moment he boarded the plane. He found his seat already taken by a mischievous kid. Just as he was about to get angry, a flight attendant walked over, but instead of removing the kid, she unexpectedly moved Nick to first class. Meanwhile, Ella the CEO was being harassed by a man, so she pulled Nick over to sit beside her. Little did she know, this boy would soon change her life forever. Suddenly, the plane hit severe turbulence. The entire cabin shook violently. Panic spread among the passengers. Even the flight attendants were terrified. Ella instinctively grabbed Nick's hand. He didn't pull away, but he was clearly nervous. Eventually, the plane landed safely at its destination. As Ella packed up and prepared to leave, Nick finally asked for her name.
Ravi d'avoir frôlé la mort en votre compagnie en tout cas.
Au revoir.
Je m'appelle Balthazar.
Alice.
Watching her walk away, Nick felt a wave of disappointment. Then by chance, he noticed a USB drive lying on the floor. Ella had dropped it without realizing. He quickly unbuckled his seatbelt and ran after her, but she had already gotten into a car and disappeared. The next day, Ella walked confidently into the office. Her commanding presence earned respectful smiles from everyone around. But when she turned on her computer to access important files, she suddenly realized her USB was missing. In a moment of panic, she remembered Nick from the flight. Hoping for a miracle, she called his number. Nick excitedly told her he had the USB. Without hesitation, Ella rushed to meet him at the bar, but the USB wasn't with Nick, so Ella had to go home with him to retrieve it. When she stepped outside the bar, she was stunned. A small beat-up pink scooter stood before her. She never imagined riding something like that with someone like Nick, but when she saw the sincerity in his eyes, she quietly agreed. When Ella fumbled with the helmet, Nick stepped forward to help. At that exact moment, one of Ella's co-workers snapped a photo. From their perspective, it looked like a kiss, and it was sure to be a juicy story. After retrieving the USB at Nick's house, Ella turned and left without saying much, but Nick clearly had more to say.
Je me disais peut-être qu'on pourrait prendre un café un soir.
Écoutez, je sais que c'est très à la mode en ce moment et c'est vraiment gentil, mais je suis débordée, puis c'est pas du tout mon genre. Au revoir.
Ella's rejection hit him hard, but he had no idea that she would soon come chasing after him. The next day, Ella once again walked into the company with confidence, but this time, everyone was whispering behind her back. Then her best friend handed her a photo. Ella froze when she saw it. She rushed to her boss to explain, insisting her personal life had nothing to do with company business. But what her boss said next left her completely shaken.
Alice, pourquoi tu te prends la tête? C'est ça que je veux voir chez toi, moi. C'est ça que je cherche. Un peu de folie, un peu de magie. Là, avec le petit, tu me fais rêver. Bah, t'as l'esprit rebelle. Et c'est bien, c'est ce que j'aime.
Ella stood there in silence, her heart still trying to process the words. Her ex-husband's betrayal had crushed her faith in love. Since the divorce, she had been a 38-year-old single mom, focused only on her daughter and her work. Love was never part of the equation. Then she blasted the speakers, poured herself a glass of red wine she hadn't touched in years, and opened the wardrobe she had long forgotten. In that moment, Ella made a wild decision. She shed the armor of the powerful woman, dressed herself in something bold and beautiful, and went straight to Nick's school. The moment she stepped onto campus, every teenage boy around went into a frenzy. Nick never imagined Ella would come find him, especially not like this.
Salut.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites là?